Hey everybody, welcome to yet another concert review. Today's concert review is for Robin Trower at the Paramount in Huntington on the 20th of June, 2025. Let's get into it. So, Robin Trower is a bit of an artist that I wasn't really very familiar with until seeing this show. I had listened to the Procol Harum album, the first Procol Harum album, which he's on, and that's how I was sort of first introduced to him. I thought his guitars were really good, and yeah, he sounded really good, but I never really got around to listening to any of his solo albums, until now that is. You see, this concert I actually got invited to by a friend who just so happened to have an extra ticket. So I was like, how could I say no to that? Before going to the show, I made sure to familiarize myself with some of Robin's material, besides the Procol Harum stuff, of course. I made sure to go listen to his big, most popular studio album, Bridge of Sighs, and I really liked it. Thankfully for me as well, he ended up playing 4 songs from it, which are apparently the 4 most played songs from that album that he does as well. Anyways, without further ado, let's go section by section into the proper part of the review. Starting with... There isn't much I can really say here that I haven't said before about the Paramount. It's a great place to see a show. Very comfortable, has good sound as far as I can hear, has good drinks, nothing much to really complain about. The whole vibe and design of the place always really makes me feel connected to whatever show is going on that day. It's no wonder that they get so many acts here. As for the merch they had, there wasn't a whole lot, but what was on offer was mostly pretty decent. I got a black t-shirt celebrating the 50th anniversary of Bridge of Sighs, and speaking of which, they also had the album itself on vinyl, so I knew I just had to pick it up. It even comes with some live material on it, and you know me, I love that stuff, so it was a no-brainer, honestly. There really wasn't anything special about the stage setup. It was all fairly tame. Before he went on, there were these 2 little pictures that would be cycled through on the onstage screen. One is a picture of him with his logo, while the other is the cover art of his latest album. There were some kind of cool lighting effects during the set, of course, but I think these were just more features of the venue rather than anything specifically part of his show. But hey, I guess he doesn't really need a special stage setup. It's not like he's a super huge act or anything, so I suppose this show didn't really need it. As far as I could tell, the setlist had some pretty good variation, but again, I'm not exactly super knowledgeable about him, but I was glad to see a good amount of stuff from Bridge of Sighs. Unfortunately, no Procol Harum stuff, so I didn't get to see him do Conquistador or Outside the Gates of Surtees. As for the rest of the stuff, though, I'm not super sure how much of it is classics from his prime and how much of it is his newer stuff. I'll leave this one up to you. So you're probably wondering why I decided to title this section Energy and Highlights. Well, that's because I feel that in the case of this show, the energy of it really comes into play when discussing the highlights here. What do I mean? Well, you see, a lot of the songs where it felt like Robin was really in his element were these slower songs, in particular, the ones that went into long jams. Some of them felt a little bit more heavy than others, but overall the energy was definitely a lot more laid back during these numbers. One example of this is with the song Bridge of Sighs. It's a very majestic and almost sludgy track centered around Robin's reverberating guitar. Here live, he adds a lengthy guitar solo jam to the song and is absolutely sublime. It's rocking yet relaxing at the same time, and very majestic indeed. Almost makes you feel like you're trudging through a snowstorm in the mountains. Other tracks with a similar energy included Wither on the Vine, Distant Places of the Heart, a song he did with Jack Bruce actually, One Go Round, and Daydream. Daydream was another track where the solo was lengthy, and again, it really felt like Robin was in his element here. The track definitely differed when compared to Bridge of Sighs, though, in that it fittingly has a far more dreamlike and airy quality to it, and a much more bluesy feel overall. However, it's not like there weren't any more energetic songs. The ones that were more energetic were great. Songs like Day, the Eagle, and Two Rolling Stone were awesome rockers, and definitely brought the energy up quite a bit. I know that for some people this may be all of what they're wanting from a rock concert. But here, this show is definitely focused on a lot more variation and definitely some like more moody moments, but you are still going to get some moments like this, and yeah, they're very good when they do happen. Two tracks in particular that really seemed to bring the audience's energy up were Little Bit of Sympathy and the first encore number, Rise Up Like the Sun. Perhaps it's because the songs came right after Daydream, so perhaps these songs really woke everyone up. A lot of people were standing up for these, or at the very least were dancing and cheering a lot. Definitely one of the most fun moments of the show, I'd say. So overall...
Opening act!
Opening act! Alright.
Сука, блядь!
So if you've seen any of the ads for the shows on this tour, you may have noticed the mention of this guy, David Maida, as a special guest at the show. And yeah, he was the opening act. Now, as to who he is, I'm still not 100% sure, but based on what the people I was with told me, I believe he's Robin's tour manager? I think? His Instagram page didn't exactly explain who he is, nor did he during the show itself. As for what he played, he mostly played a bunch of random country and rock covers on an acoustic guitar. That's about it. To be honest, it didn't really feel related to the main show at all and kinda felt random. I guess he did an okay job with Melissa by the Allman Brothers, but yeah, nothing really to write home about. Also, between songs, he kept saying the same lines. I'm David Maida. Robin Trower is coming on next. You can catch me on Facebook and Robin Trower at robintrower.com. Yeah, that's all there really is to say about him. So overall, I thought this was a really good show. Sure, the stage setup could have been definitely a bit more exciting. And I definitely could have done without the opening act. But overall, I still had a great time. Yeah, some of the longer, sort of quieter songs might not be for everyone, but if you do like that sort of thing, like me, then you're going to have a good time, especially seeing just how in his element Robin seems when he plays them. It's just a really cool sight to behold. And a lot of the more energetic songs, too, are also great. And overall, I just definitely recommend going to see him if he comes to your area, especially if you like 70s rock, or of course if you like Robin Trower. You're gonna have a good time. So overall, yeah, very good show. Thanks for watching, everybody.